You need a mic, but you need something that won't leave you broke for the next 2 weeks. But wait, you also need an audio interface to plug in an extra mic so you can get your friends on that podcast you planned on for the last 2 years. But it can't leave you broke for another month. Well, do I have news for you? The Maonocaster AME2 podcasting console and the Maono Dynamic PD200X microphone come cheaper in a bundle at the time of recording at US $179.99 or SG $247. The caster works like, or rather it is, an audio interface. You can hook up two microphones into it, one with XLR and the other via a 3.5mm jack, and it comes with a bunch of stuff like a launch pad that can record audio from your phone, like I've done with this Euro dance meme.
Live, it never die. Women are my favorite guy.
You've got effects here, denoise, and even autotune in 12 keys, which in the right hands can entertain the masses. The right hands being me.
Maonocaster, I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think.
The Maono Dynamic PD200X is the second cheapest microphone in Maono's lineup, the first being the PD100 at $49.99 USD, and this PD200X comes in at $79.99 USD. What is great about this microphone, aside from its budget pricing, is that it also has the option of using XLR or a USB-C plus a 3.5mm for monitoring if you're planning to use the mic alone. And we're going to be switching over from our Rode Wireless go-to microphone that I'm using right now to this once I'm done telling you what's inside these boxes. The AME2 podcasting console comes with a USB-C to USB-A cable, two 3.5mm cables, and the console with the instructions, documentations, and all that jazz. The PD200X dynamic microphone comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable with a USB-A adapter attached to it, an XLR cable, and the microphone with the stand. Alright, time to switch it up.
So if you want the microphone to have RGB, which it has RGB, you need to plug it in at the same time. Right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is how the dynamic PD200X sounds like while running through the Maonocaster AME2 podcasting console. The reverb has been turned off and so has the denoise, and I'm going to turn the denoise back on. And yeah, even with low noise cancellation, it sounds pretty alright. Let's start off with the microphone. How you position the microphone obviously makes a big difference because this dynamic mic is in a cardioid polar pattern. You get better audio when you aim the top directly in your mouth hole like so. So we're going to start off with the microphone facing me directly, and I'm going to be shifting it over to my right. And now you're going to be hearing more of switcher typing to me and shifting it to my left. You're going to be hearing nothing. Now back to me. Topwards, nothing much. Below. Yep, and back to me. And then there is a swivel on this thing here as well, so I just need to kind of loosen it up, turn it towards you, and lock it in place. Now, if you prefer to have this mounted with an arm, Maono does provide a shock mount to protect the microphone from vibrations that travel from the boom or mic stand to the microphone. So let's test that real quick. And alright, not much. You don't really hear much of the stand vibrating. Now hitting the stand itself, the stem. Nothing much. And now the microphone. Alright, sick. Okay, so what I picked up from the comment section, and I do read the comments by the way, I'm going to be aiming the microphone to the 12th fret of the guitar, and this is how you get better sound. So okay, so now that we have the arm on, let's do the shock mount test real quick. Picking up a little bit. Obviously that's a bit more tremendous, but hitting the stem. Alright. Then facing towards me, like that. as you hear me speaking into this, you can tell the quality isn't terrible. It isn't overwhelmingly fantastic, but it's a good start. You know, it doesn't sound like you're recording through a trash can, and it somewhat emulates some of the microphones out there. We've got a few, so let me give you all a quick comparison. And no, not all of them have stands and boom arms, so it is what it is, but you'll get a better idea of what you're getting into. So we've got the Maono PD200X up against the Sennheiser profile microphone, the Razer Seiren V2 Pro, and the Blue Yeti. And just for funsies, I'm also going to throw in this Lenovo Legion H300 headset that costs about US $30. This is how the Razer Seiren V2 Pro sounds like. I'm running this directly into our MSI laptop off screen, and this is how it sounds like. This is how the Blue Yeti X sounds like. I'm running this directly into the MSI laptop we have off screen, and this is how the Blue Yeti X sounds like. This is the Sennheiser profile USB microphone. I'm running this directly into the MSI laptop we have over there, and this is how the Sennheiser profile USB microphone sounds like. Let's do a quick test to see how this arm handles banging. Pretty good. Very minimal. And the stem? Not much compared to the Maono, unfortunately. This is the Lenovo Legion H300 headset with the onboard microphone. It's connected into the MSI laptop's 2.5 auxiliary port over there, or the headphone jack. And this is how it sounds like. Let me know which of the microphones you like the most in the comment section below. And before we continue, this channel is supported by brands who help us improve our content and keep us going. So stay around for this sponsored message.
Meet the Cyborg 15 gaming laptop from MSI. Check out its translucent material design that not only looks good but feels good thanks to its ultra lightweight chassis at only 1.98 kilograms. Give yourself the upper edge in gaming with its blazing fast performance powered by the latest 12th gen Intel Core i7H series processor and Nvidia RTX 4000 series GPUs. And stay immersed with its Nahibic twin speaker sound system that provides an auditory feast like no other. For more details, check out msi.com.
I've moved back to the stand because I prefer this over the microphone arm that we got, so we'll be keeping to this for the rest of the video. This microphone obviously has RGB in a spectrum mode and several static colors. You can mute the mic, adjust the gain and headphone volume with the knobs here and here. And again, this is a plug and play USB-C microphone with a USB-C cable if you omit the XLR. Pretty solid stuff at its individual price. There's really no BS with this product. It's solid. But now let's shift over to the podcasting console. Let's go to the console. There are sliders for microphone volumes on here as I am changing up and down. You can hear that. And then there's this phantom power, which is for the volts. You can press this, but it kind of cuts out the microphone for a bit, as you can hear right now, the audio is coming from the Nikons. And now we are back to the microphone. So keep that in mind, it does that. And now we're off phantom power. There are Bluetooth options, which you can literally run audio from your phone into the console. You can hear myself here real quick. This is basically how it will sound like if you're planning to use
from my last review.
your instruments. It's crazy because you can dude, so come
this
on.
is how it sounds.
It's crazy.
1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3.
And everything comes out through that soundboard, so it's pretty cool. Next up on the console, you have the auxiliary and the output dials. So we're going to turn this to the bottom. I don't think it does much, and then go to max like that. And now 12 o'clock position. And now for the output, going to start from the minimum, going to go slow, and obviously you will not hear any. And now from the minimum, we're going to go slowly back up and go to the max. I'm going to be really careful not to peak, and basically this is how it sounds like. And we're going to go back to 12 o'clock. Okay, so we have lows, mids and highs. We're going to be bringing this from 0 to -10 for the lows first. We're going to bring it down to -10. We're -10 right now, and now we're going to be going back to 0 and going back to +10 for the lows. So this is how it will sound like. And now we'll be going back to 12 o'clock. Now for the mids, from 0 to -10. And this is how it will sound like on -10, and we're going back to 0. And now to +10 on the mids. So this is how it will sound like. You can hear it changing. Lastly, with the highs, 12 o'clock, go to -10. This is how it sounds like. And then 0. And then to +10. So this is how it will sound like. And we're going to bring everything back to 12 o'clock. And there's also the monitoring, which is mostly for me, which is very helpful. So yeah, I'm going to keep it at this level. I have my Hotone Impero Storm 2, which is a guitar effects pedal. it's set up right here. It is connected to a 1/4 inch jack at the back for instruments and, you know, pretty much anything. It's really just a 1/4 inch jack, and it's connected into there, and this is obviously connected to my guitar. So this relates to the instrument and the instrument volume knobs down here. Alright, so we're going to be controlling the volume from my effects pedal. It's a lot easier. Alright, bringing the instrument volume to the max and slowly bringing up on my Imperial. Gain, I don't need that much gain. But essentially this is how it will sound like. So moving on to another fun bit of this interface is the autotune function, which sounds like this. You can't. The thing is, you know, you can't be speaking normally because it wouldn't really affect it that much. So you kind of need that falsetto. So, okay, so the thing is, there are 12 keys for this, as I mentioned before, and this is pretty much how it sounds like. Okay, so the thing about the autotune, if you want to turn it off, just long hold on the button, and now we are back to how the microphone sounds like. Moving on, we have a sound pad, A, B, and C. You can press these and hold on to these for a minute's worth of recording, and these little pads on here record up to 20 seconds. Again,
Live, it never dies.
you can record sound bites from your phone or through your computer, even through the 3.5 jack at the back here to connect it to your phone. But the thing is, you may not have an adapter like at all times like I do. So I'll just be doing that for you guys. Okay, so yeah. So that's coming from the phone. So let's try recording that with this. Okay, before we get into that, let's start recording. So hold this down. It will flash multiple times, and then wait for it to stop, and then press it again. So that's how you know it will start recording. Okay, and now let's play back. Press it again. So that's how you know it will start recording.
Oh wait, I did record.
I'm going to be connecting my phone back to the Maonocaster via Bluetooth. Alright.
Bluetooth connected.
Alright, you can hear that? Bluetooth is connected. And now, I'm going to go along hold this thing. And let me just get to one of our videos.
Going through it. It's going dark.
This will
baby.
go on
All
for a
right, here we
whole
go.
minute.
With low light, let's go inside. Let's find out. Zinho, are you scared? Yeah, let's do it, man. You can't say video, but yeah. It's part
Alright,
of the-
so let's loop that. Let's kill this. Okay. And now, loop-de-loop. Press, record, and loop.
deep in the darkness. We are going through it. It's going dark.
This will
baby.
go on
All right,
for a
here we
whole
go.
minute.
With low light. It's part
Alright,
of the-
so let's loop that. Let's kill this. Press, record, and
Deep in
Right.
the darkness.
so it's looping. The thing is, you for some reason you can't press it again. So that and loop that. Start recording. It's kind of weird. Maono, please look into that because I want to be
Live, it never dies.
looping this and I can't loop this. So whatever.
I'm one thing more.
All right. So pad volume, which is literally for this pad.
Live, it never die. Women are
All right. That is the lowest and this is the max.
wanting more.
And now for pitch.
This is how it sounds like. You can change the pitch of the microphone.
So going back to 12 o'clock, which is a nice little knob down here, and we're going with the lowest, which honestly is pretty sick if you're planning to do screams and stuff. Okay, so that's how it sounds like, but
Obviously, you wouldn't do it like this.
so yeah, you can add reverb, and obviously you can kill reverb, so it sounds like this. So you don't really need that, and obviously that's what the reverb presets, which are down here. We're gonna run through them. Karaoke sounds like this. Alright, this is a place I haven't been to in a very long time. Hall, I can't afford university. This is how Valley sounds like. Your mom. And room. Okay, this is pretty alright. So with sidechain, once you activate that, it will lower down the background music or audio, and once I stop talking, it will bring it back up.
part
Alright,
of the-
so let's loop that. Let's kill this. Press, record, and And now I'm back in again. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3, and now I'm stopping.
With low light, let's go inside.
1 2 1 2 1 2. As you can hear, the background music and audio is lowered. So the music only is a very interesting thing. It tries its best to, I guess, suppress the mids of a song down, or rather the vocal layers. Okay, now music only. So you can hear how it suppresses the vocals. Alright, so we're going to try it with a different track, something heavier. Okay, so we're going to start a vocal part of Constitution's And I Rise. Music only on now. It really depends on the genre, because some heavier things, like obviously, you know, hardcore and metalcore and probably metal as well, it doesn't really do a good enough job. But sometimes it does with hardcore, but also it depends on the mixing and mastering of the track. With some of the acoustic stuff, you know, like the like 1112s, stay for a while, that thing kind of works, but it really depends. Okay, so denoise as it works. Low, right? That's how it sounds like. Okay, low, so. And now for high. This is how it sounds like. It cuts me off exactly as I stop talking. Like that. And now with the click stuff, you better hear it. Alright, and now we're going to turn it off. What do I think of the console? For the price you're getting it at, and it costs US $119.99 or SG $165, it's a pretty good deal. Lacking in certain departments here and there, but overall it's still one of the more versatile audio interfaces out there that won't cost an arm and a leg. You can have a whole bunch of fun with the features that are on it for streaming or while you're gaming. If you're just starting out, or you're somewhere more intermediate and want to explore your options, you should check this out. It may look and feel cheap because the whole thing is light and made of plastic. It's really light. It's really like, it's plastic. But you can do so much with this as well. And with more R&D, I think they give the industry a run for their money. Notes on the back. Firstly, where that instrument jack is right now for a 1/4 inch cable, there really should have been another XLR port similar to Mic 1's port over here. Many people out there agree with this because it makes sense if you want to make this console even more versatile. So you can choose to plug in another micro instrument instead of having to scramble to find a 1/4 inch to XLR adapter, or a XLR to 1/4 inch adapter and vice versa. And also this 3.5mm mic port, this also should have been XLR. There's also USB-C ports, one for power and the other to plug into your PC or Mac. It's really plug and play, and if you need to upgrade the drivers, you just need to go to their site and use their launcher. But why can't one USB-C port do both? Remember, they only provide you with one USB-C cable for the console, where you need two to essentially function. I think the last thing would be that I wish there was a way to record on the console with a micro SD card slot. The microphone is a solid offering. The audio interface could use more work with the next iteration, but it's a lot of fun to play around with. However, if I needed to choose between this audio interface and the microphone standalone, the microphone is what I'm going to go with, because I'd get more utility out of this. And the real question is, would you get this bundle? Maybe just a podcasting console, or maybe just a mic? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you like what we do, maybe follow us on all of our socials right here for more fun stuff we put out every day. Also, maybe hit the like and subscribe buttons, it goes a long way. If you want to see more stuff, check this out.